gon' go live, we gon' go live, yeah.
Probably because we got a lot. We got a lot to talk about. This is a special occasion today. We're at Tucktown Bar and Grill right now. Opening soon. We're just gonna put a bug in your ear. But right now, we're just getting to the big point. We want to make sure that we speak about the recent trade of Kyrie Irving and Isaiah Thomas. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So open us up, Ryan. Open us up.
So, latest and greatest news in the wonderful world of the NBA. Kyrie Irving, Uncle Drew, Unc, as Shannon call him.
Unc. Come on, Skip. Tell him.
He has been traded to the Celtics, the rival Celtics. Celtics trying to catch the Cavaliers. So, first question.
Yes, sir.
People want to know, who won this trade?
Cleveland.
Cleveland, okay.
Dan Gilbert.
Dan Gilbert.
Yeah, Dan Gilbert won this trade most definitely. You know that.
How is it that Dan Gilbert keeps on winning? Out of everybody, you know, they get to go to finals. He makes all the extra revenue. You know. Anyways, but that's probably a different subject for a different day.
The fact of the matter is that he's thinking ahead. You know what I mean? He already has a lottery pick locked in.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? A lottery pick locked in. Yeah, it's a drawback. To be real with you, I think it's a drawback to have Isaiah Thomas over Kyrie Irving. But however, it's not that much of a drawback when you can get any of the top players, you know what I mean, next year. So I'm very excited about that. But honestly, that's basically how I feel about the top of that, you know.
Okay.
State.
So
go ahead and let me know what you think.
So first, I'll start with this. First, I'm gonna start on the Cleveland side of things.
Yeah.
So I do like the trade for Cleveland. I think it's the best deal that they could have gotten. I think if they wanted to trade him sooner rather than later, that's a really good haul. I mean, you get Thomas, who led the league in fourth quarter scoring last year. You get Crowder, who is a 3-and-D guy, and they get that Nets pick, which could be the #1 pick overall.
Yeah, potentially.
It's funny about the Nets pick, you know why it might not be the #1 pick overall?
That guy,
Russell got traded to the Nets. So if he turns out to be something, it might work
against them.
Right, because they might actually be good.
Very true.
But so from the Cleveland side of things, we go from having Unc, as a lot would call him, right?
Yeah.
So his performance in the finals the last 3 years has been awesome, spectacular. You know, you say a lot like that. There's times during the finals where on the court with 7 All-Stars, he looks like the best player. Correct?
Exactly. Very true.
He got Curry, back-to-back MVPs, Durant won MVP, LeBron's won 3 MVPs. There's times when Unc just steals the show. Just looks like the best player out there.
Most definitely.
Is Isaiah Thomas going to look like that in the finals? No.
No, most definitely not.
But during the regular season, during the regular season, buckets, scoring the fourth quarter. And don't forget that now they have a solid guard duo in Rose and Isaiah Thomas.
Hold on. Did you mention Derrick Rose? I don't know if y'all mentioned, y'all saw the beginning of this, but the humblest beginnings of this show, I was trying to argue so hard about Derrick Rose. Let me scoot over, get the camera a little bit. I was arguing so hard about Derrick Rose, but he just was like, Derrick Rose is washed up. Derrick Rose is not washed up.
He is washed up. He's not good. But if I only had to play him 12, 14 minutes a game, and if he does or doesn't show up for the game, then I'm good with that because I got Isaiah Thomas. I'm good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So we have that from the Cavs standpoint, right?
Yeah.
Now, let's talk about the Celtics. The Celtics finally cashed in all those assets that Danny Ainge has been acquiring for, 5 or 6 years now, right?
Exactly.
But one would beg the question, why don't you just give that up for Paul George or Jimmy Butler when they were available? And add them to Isaiah Thomas, the core you had, instead of taking away the entire core from last year.
Let me tell you what they're doing.
Yeah.
You know, would you argue with me when I say Celtics are the most storied franchise, or the top amongst the top 3 storied franchises, most storied franchises in the league, right? All right,
Lakers, Knicks,
okay,
Celtics, right?
So let's say the most storied car, a Bugatti, something like that. Let's say a Bugatti, a Rolls Royce, or something. Bugatti, Rolls Royce. Okay. So he took out the Bugatti
Right.
and he said, "Here's the keys, Kyrie.
Right.
You can have it,
Right.
but you can have it by yourself.
Right.
Because no one's gonna be in the car with you.
Right. Right.
No one's gonna
So
be
you
in this
riding
nice
solo.
car with you. You riding
So-
solo, and I love that because but I just don't. It's kind of weird because I'm kind of caught off guard that they actually moved the world just for Kyrie. Honestly, I thought Kyrie was just going to be another angry player who continued to play angry and turn that anger into success through some spats with LeBron or something like that. Does that make sense?
Right. So let's check this out from the Celtics standpoint. So they finally got their star, I guess, and they cashed in all of their assets.
Mm-hmm.
But what does that leave them with, though? This is not the same team that went to the Eastern Conference Finals.
Al Horford.
Al
Horford is nasty.
It's funny. I see what you did there. You're a comedian now. It's real funny.
Hey, I try.
Right.
Hollow jokes.
They only have 4 players left from the team that almost got swept from the Cavs, right?
Marcus Smart is that dude.
Funny guy here, right?
Okay. All
so
right. I can't get a laugh off that.
right,
either.
right. So this is what we're saying here.
Jaylen Brown is that guy.
They only have 4. He's just the 4 guys that's left on the team.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I had to do that.
So they only have 4. They only have 4 players left from last year's Eastern Conference finalist team, right?
Mm-hmm.
So this is a completely new roster. So to expect them to go back to the Eastern Conference Finals with a completely new roster, I think that is unlikely. That is unlikely.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, most definitely.
So,
most definitely.
not to mention now, this is Unk's team, right?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah, it's his car. It's his Bugatti.
It's Unk's team.
It's his Rolls Royce.
This is the thing about it. The 3 years prior to King James coming back to Cleveland,
Lottery picks.
Unk had his own team, right?
Lottery picks, right?
A lot.
Sorry, step on your toes, I'm sorry.
No,
Yeah, but I just wanted to.
a lot of ping pong balls.
But however, I want to argue with everyone who brings it up because that's the first point that everyone brings up. And that's the first point that I brought up when people argue against Kyrie. Argue with Kyrie.
Right.
But however, he was very young, and as well, all right, LeBron goes over to Miami. Some people would argue that Dwayne Wade taught him how to win.
Oh,
All right?
I could say that.
LeBron James taught Kyrie how to win. Game, set, match.
So guess what? You want to know what the best part about that statement that you just made?
What?
We gonna find out this year.
Oh yeah, most definitely. We gonna find out everything. We gonna find out about D-Rose too.
We gonna learn real quick.
D-Rose, we gonna learn about D-Rose too.
Listen, we are gonna learn
Triple dub. Not D-Rose. Not
You
D-Rose. Not
How
that
about
strong. Not that
developing
strong.
a 3-point shot?
Nah, he's gonna drive on every time.
Right.
He's got one of the quickest first steps in the game.
Right. If we're talking 7 years ago.
If he's not hurt.
Right.
Yeah.
And if he wants to play the short of the game, right?
Exactly.
So exactly. Yeah. So the next question that comes to mind: does this trade move the Cavaliers closer to catching the All-Star team that is the Golden State Warriors?
Rated G show. No, most definitely
Just say
not.
no. Just say no. Just say no.
Just say no. First and foremost, what's the adage? Cutting your ear off to spite your whatever that.
Spite your face.
Yeah. That's exactly what this is. I mean, in the future, I agree with all their heads. That like this is a great move for the future.
Yeah.
But right now, no. This does nothing for your chances.
So the first,
because this is 1 year you got with LeBron James, definitely.
So
you got to capitalize on that, but they're not.
I think it moves them closer. I think they're more likely than ever to get swept now.
Exactly.
And the reason why I say that is because they replaced Kyrie Irving, who won, like I said, at times looks like the best player on the court during the finals.
I'm going to defer to you. Sorry to interrupt, but who is their third point guard, or first or second? Who's their? Because I don't know IT is actually going to consolidate into the starter. And I know that he's a starter point guard.
Yeah, he's a starter point guard. They ain't starting Derrick Rose and his unhealthy knees and eyes.
Derrick Rose is going to be the sixth man with the most minutes. Watch.
That's a bold prediction.
It's a bold prediction.
We should add
You had all the bold predictions last episode, so I want some bold predictions this episode.
By the time you came up with the bold prediction, that might be the boldest of all.
My predictions have been safe.
The most minutes, oh wow. Okay. So they replaced with Thomas, who I happen to like a lot. against everyone else. You wanna know what's funny about the Cavs?
What's up?
They have a perfect team if Golden State didn't. If there was no Golden State, they would have the perfect team.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because
definitely.
now they have a bunch of players that they can't play against Golden State. Kevin Love's good against every other team except who? Golden State. And Isaiah Thomas is going to look really good against every team except who? Golden State. Derrick Rose is going to look good a couple times during the season.
Hey, you trying to play my
Hey, all right.
But you know what?
But
I think we need to take a transition.
what's that?
I think we need to take a call.
Did someone call it?
I don't know. Let's see. You got your phone?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
Got a phone.
All right. And let's go ahead and scoot this camera up a little bit. Scoot this table up a little bit. Let's get it in the camera. I want you to see your face, you know.
Okay.
Yeah. So, all right. So, the number we're recording off of my phone, so you can't call my phone. So the number that you would have to call is
843-442-1209.
Again, it is
843-442-1209.
All right, and obviously we're talking about the Kyrie Irving, Isaiah Thomas, all the other guys trade. Call us if you want to debate, talk about it, bring up your points, anything like that. The number is
843-442-1209.
Thank you very much.
All right. So back to what I was saying,
Yes,
when
sir.
it comes to this, whether they move closer to the Cavs or not. Not only that, a huge factor in why I think they're probably going to get swept by a lot. Isaiah Thomas is 5'9".
Yeah, and I know you.
Who is he going to guard? So they're going to run that 1-3 pick and roll with Curry and KD.
And he's gonna be guarding KD.
And me and you going to be guarding KD.
Yeah.
The 7 feet tall.
Yeah.
What are me and you? Let's say we're both guarding him at the same time. What are the two of us together?
We're gonna yell
help.
help.
KD.
Help.
Right.
Help.
And then they're going to send help, and then guess who's going to be wide open? Clay, Curry, Swaggy P.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly.
So
they got Swaggy. I forgot about that. I forgot about that.
Swaggy P.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You know.
That's great. That's
They
very great.
got Swaggy P. So, you know,
Yeah.
that's
Very
how that
true.
goes. So,
Very true.
you know, but on the bright side, they did add Jay Crowder, which gives them a pretty good player who they can now throw at possibly Draymond Green, throw at Kevin Durant.
Yeah.
The issue is who's going to guard Curry, who's going to guard Clay. You know what I mean? Like they just have like a lot of weapons.
To be honest with you, Isaiah Thomas is great. Like you said, he's great in the regular season, but
And then-
kind of suspect in the finals because everything turns up in the finals. And guess what? Coaches exploit mismatches in the playoffs.
And then you
even
know
more
what's
so than the
funny?
regular season.
What happens when Sean Livingston come in the game?
Yeah.
6'7", 6'8".
D Rose comes in. That's what I'm
and
telling you. Like honestly, I believe Derrick Rose is going to be
Oh,
more
speaking of
dominant
which,
now
that actually
than I ever
reminds
thought.
me of my point. Now that you bring it up, since you brought D Rose.
What's up?
You know, it's actually a fact that the Cavaliers now have the 2 worst defensive point guards in the league.
Is that statistical fact?
That's fact. Look it up. Isaiah Thomas and Derrick Rose are literally the 2 worst defensive point guards in the NBA. So they have those 2 playing against, you know, Warriors. But hey, but on the bright side, they should smash through the regular season.
Yeah.
Smash through the regular season.
You think so, huh?
Absolutely. So, next question.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Shout out that number one more time, good sir, please.
If you want to call in, feel free. The line is 843-442-1209. Let's see how you talk tonight. All right, okay.
Yeah, like
Pretty
that.
good, baby. Come on, man. You got some referee skills in you.
Oh.
You got some referee skills in you. You throwing up the numbers. Right. You throwing up the numbers.
I got
right.
it. I got it.
So,
he's a ref, by the way.
next,
He's a ref, by the way.
we got, now where does this move put the Celtics in the Eastern Conference?
This puts the Celtics with 18-year-olds and Kyrie Irving. He's 18, okay? No matter what you say, he's 18 for this analogy. He's 18, okay?
Okay.
He's 18-year-old,
Let me-
and he just got his driver's license.
Let me see if I can follow you. Okay.
Just got his driver's license, coming off the permit,
Okay.
and he's on I-26 going faster than Zeke Elliott. I had to bring up Zeke Elliott.
Touche, okay.
But he's going faster than him on I-26.
Damn, that's real
in a
fast.
Bugatti.
That's real fast.
In a Bugatti.
Okay.
with the girl.
Stop. Oh,
all right,
get canceled.
all right, yeah, for real. But yeah, he's going 125 miles an hour, 150 miles an hour on the interstate.
Okay.
With his brand new Bugatti that's not in his name.
Okay.
And he's about to get pulled over.
Okay.
That's what it is. That's exactly what it is. That's exactly what it is.
Okay.
So that's basically what it is. They have a lonely guy with no experience prior except with LeBron James on the road by himself on I-26. Said, hey, you can go as fast as you like. There's no speed limit. But there's cops on the road.
Right.
Little does he know. There's cops that go ahead and police the roads.
Right.
And he's going to find that out.
Okay.
But he could do the Russell Westbrook now because he's by
don't,
himself.
Don't compare him
himself.
to Russ. Don't compare him to Mr. Triple.
Okay, so let's compare him. Let's do compare him because this is a debate show. So let's compare him.
Okay.
Let's compare him.
The numbers would be inverse.
Oh yeah,
Okay.
they are. They would be. You're supposed to argue against that.
I mean,
843-442-1209. All right, go ahead.
So, are we comparing Russ and Kai or Reed? So, are we comparing Russ and Kyrie right now?
We are. We're comparing Russ and Kyrie.
So, quickly, I guess, Russ has gone to the playoffs for 10 consecutive years. Last year, he lost. No, let's go like this. Quickly, to sum it up, because I don't want to waste too much time on this. Westbrook all day.
Yeah.
Over the last 3 years, when LeBron James has sacked, and Kevin Love and Kyrie have played together, so it would be Kyrie's team. His record is 5-18 without LeBron on the court. Russ lost. Kevin Durant didn't get anything back, not playing with any other All-Star. 45-37 in the Western Conference, 6th seed, average a triple-double, won MVP. Period, point blank, done.
Well,
so we can move. We can move on from that. We can move on to that. We just move on to that conversation. Let's stay back on point. where do the Celtics rank in the East now?
They are third in the East.
Third. Who do we have second?
Chris.
Oh, you showing the Bucks some love.
Oh yeah, the Milwaukee Bucks, are the
showing the
truth
Bucks
this
some
year.
love.
I don't know if I said that earlier, but or in a prior episode, but they are most definitely the truth. Will be the truth, and will always be the truth, and they will be playing in June.
Okay, so the way I see it, post Thomas out trade, that's why I shocked you. I have the Celtics as fifth.
No, I don't. Honestly,
I'm moving all the way down. Like
anything lower is totally
This
accepted.
isn't. So from last year's team that went to the conference finals, right? You lost. You lost Thomas, who was an MVP candidate. Avery Bradley, who is all NBA defense. Jay Crowder, your best hope at guard, LeBron. Traded Kelly Olynyk, a.k.a. Mr. Man Bun himself. He won them a game versus the Wizards last year.
Oh, no, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Right? So that's four
Mr. Clutch.
of their top 5 players from last year, right?
Yeah.
You're bringing in Unk, who I personally like, and I can't wait to see how he does with Team Zone, but is unproven, correct?
Of course.
He's
but,
unproven.
I mean, he's unproven. Yeah, he's unproven, but with this, I think he's got tenacity that he didn't have. Like, honestly, I wasn't paying direct, close attention to him when LeBron wasn't there, just to be honest with you. But I saw a few games, and I was moderately impressed. I saw him score a lot of points.
You were impressed, but guess what they did? Lost.
Yeah, I mean, it was moderately impressed. You know what I mean? I saw him score, 25, 30 points a game, get 0 assists, and just be just that guy.
Right.
But he wasn't that guy, so honestly, I'm just hoping that he learned a bunch from LeBron. Right. That's what I'm hoping. That's what I'm putting my whole argument on, is that he learned from LeBron.
Right.
Yeah.
And then after that, right? So they lost all of those stars, right? They brought in one Gordon Hayward, who I guess is supposed to be the savior for the Celtics.
Yeah.
Played in the West, right? For 7 years. He led the team to the playoffs one time in 7 years, and this is supposed to be the guy that saved the franchise.
They know he's not going to save the
Right.
franchise.
And you got Al Horford, who is Al Horford. He's good. He's decent. He's cool. He's not like a game changer that's gonna change your fortunes per se.
No.
Right? So I want to play.
He's a 10-6 guy.
So I want to run through these teams with you who I have ranked. That's ranked in front of the Celtics. Right?
Okay.
And I want you to tell me what you think.
Yes, sir.
Would you rather?
Oh.
We're gonna start with the Bucks. Because I have them as my. I actually have them. I think they'll finish third in the East.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Start the Bucks. Would you rather have or have Greek Freak?
Greek Freak.
Hey.
Yes, sir.
The number 2. And
I mean, wouldn't you? I mean,
but I also want to add this though.
If I didn't know basketball, I would still pick the Greek Freak.
He just looks different.
Just off his nickname.
Right.
I mean, like, if I didn't know a lick about basketball, if I didn't know about the Bucks, I didn't know about Chris,
Uncle Drew, or you want Greek Freak? You'd be like, I think the Freak.
Yeah, no matter what. I mean, you might be like Michael Jordan, the Greek Freak. I'd be like
Greek Freak. His name is cool.
The Greek Freak. I mean, I would think about the Greek Freak.
Right.
Just off name now. I don't want to be blasphemous, Facebook.
So
and YouTube.
Right. So let's put it like this. Shout out. Right. So let's put it like this. And oddly enough, these teams in the East that are all sort of bunched up, I'm including the Bucks, Raptors, Wizards, the Celtics, all bunched up. They're all created basically the same way. All-star point guard and a wing.
Yeah.
So this is the game we're playing. Start with the Bucks.
All
Greek Freak. You said Greek Freak, right? So you want your boy Chris, or you want that $180 million man Gordon Hayward? You want Chris, Gordon Hayward?
Honestly, this isn't a necessarily popular stance, but I think Chris has the intangibles to be one of the best players. Top 51.
Right. Okay.
He has that potential. Like, honestly, I'm not just saying that because I used to beat him in my backyard, but I really think that he has that potential. Like, I've seen him and he's taking over games, and I've seen him going ahead and he's going ahead and taking the second. He's taking second fiddle politely to the Greek Freak. You know what I mean? And things have turned out great.
Right.
Every time
it's worked.
You know
so
what I mean?
they're a team that's going up. So I actually have them third in the East. Next team, who actually is funny. You're gonna laugh at some point when I get through this. Just bear with me here. We're gonna compare them to the Wizards. Okay.
All right.
Rather have John Wall, or would you rather have
I would rather have. Let's see. That's hard.
It is hard.
Because remember when we had the pre-show meeting, I told you,
right, but I take John Wall personally, but that's only because he gets into the playoffs.
Well, I'm not sure. I'm going to tell you that. I'm going to take John Wall just because of the.
John Wall.
That's just because I like that.
Right.
But honestly, I would take either one and be happy.
Right.
Like I would be happy. Like if my picks were on auto draft and I came back and I was like, oh man, I'd be like, oh.
Right.
If I was like John Wall, I'd be like, oh.
Right.
That's all. So I don't have nothing to say.
Right.
No, nothing decisive to say about that, to be honest with you.
Okay. So next, Bradley Beal or Gordon Hayward?
Now this is a good question, good sir. But I'm going to say Gordon Hayward.
You take Gordon Hayward? I think Bradley Beal. But I think so far it's kind of even. Right? I think it's even. You go either way, both ways.
I can go either way on that.
Right. All right. So next, $100 million man, Otto Porter Jr. or Jaylen Brown? Because I assume that's going to be who's going to start. I assume they'll start Gordon at 2.
I would go ahead and take. Not gonna take Jaylen Brown.
Huh?
Not gonna take Jaylen Brown.
Otto Porter? Okay.
Yeah, most definitely. Because honestly, like I just don't. No, I'm just not gonna take him. I'm gonna take Otto Porter.
All right.
Most
Next, Marcin Gortat or Al Horford?
Al Horford.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next, you're gonna laugh at this one. Markieff Morris, Wizards. Marcus Morris, Celtics.
Oh, that's just interesting for the name, man. They don't play styles. I mean,
Play styles, man. They're twins.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm going to say I don't have a decision on that. I don't have a decision on that.
Well, Heat is correct answer on the Wizards. But it's cool. You probably can't tell them differently.
Yeah.
Right. So, you know what I mean? You probably can't,
And Kyrie does suck, Mr. Washington. You are correct. You are correct. But
So, next, we got, so post these moves, we've talked a little bit about the Warriors getting closer, or excuse me, the Cavaliers maybe or not getting closer to the Warriors. The Celtics not getting closer to the Cavs. Now, which NBA team now, after all this craziness this summer,
this
take
is
it all
just for
together.
Kyrie, man. This is all just for Kyrie.
Take it all together.
You understand this, right? This is all just for Kyrie.
Right. Which
Come on,
which
man.
is why we're asking. Which team is now the biggest threat to the Warriors?
Honestly, the ironic thing about this is none of the teams involved in these trades has accelerated their position at all. One iota. So I'm going to tell you I'm going to go, Matt. I'm a homer. Like I told you. I'm going to go with the Bucks.
Bucks are the biggest threat to the Warriors.
I'm going to go with the Bucks.
For this upcoming season. For this upcoming season.
I mean, honestly, you can't rule out LBJ. You can never rule out LBJ. But I don't think that any of these teams involved in this trade got closer. I think you can put the Raptors up there.
It doesn't have to be a team that's involved in this deal, just overall in the league. Which team do you see as largest threat to the Warriors now? After all this craziness, Kyrie trade, Paul George went to the Thunder, Chris Paul went to the Rockets.
I'm interested to see how Houston does, to be honest with you. Because I just don't have any clue how that experiment's going to work.
I have no. I really don't think it's going to go that well.
And you know, you did underestimate the first time that what's it called? The Knicks coach. What's his name?
Mike D'Antoni?
Yeah, you did underestimate that last time. You were like, oh man, Mike D'Antoni's going to be wrong.
Right. See, I was real excited 5 years ago.
Yeah.
And
we got the white.
Right. made a horrible song and everything.
Exactly.
And then look at what happened.
Exactly. Very true.
So, sorry.
I mean, LeBron does have. I'm responding to what one of the viewers said. I feel as if LeBron is the next closest, but I mean, without doubt, San Antonio is always there. That's my team. They're always there.
That's your team now too.
That's their team. That's my team.
That's their team
I'm in
now?
Dallas all day.
Okay.
I'm chilling in Dallas.
I don't know if Dallas does have a team, the Mavericks.
Well, I'm in Texas. Texas. No Mavericks.
San Antonio. But yeah, so I personally think the Thunder are the closest team. They just match up. Plus, I just want to see Russ take on KD. I just want to see him give me the nasty looks.
Yeah.
I wish Draymond would try him. I wish. Not
He gonna make him look like Steph Curry.
Not Russ down.
Russ gonna make him look like Steph Curry. Cause you know how Russ makes Steph Curry look.
He's not trying that.
You know that.
Right. So I'm going with that, but also they got Paul George. You know what I mean? Who I think is the perfect sidekick for Russ, because he's going to be willing to take like that second seat. Like he's not going to be one of the guys who just in the back seat. Like, okay, he could average triple dub. Yeah. But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sit over here. I'm gonna come off the screen. He's gonna hit me. He's gonna get the assist, which helps him get his triple dub. Yeah. And it's all gonna be good.
He'll come off that screen on IT.
Right.
And then be covered by IT and then shoot over him.
Right, exactly. The 5'9" guy. I don't know what they're gonna do about that. Yeah. But I see Thunder, and the Thunder have size. So I really think that's a threat. And just like you, I'm really interested to see what the Rockets do. I'd like to see how it works, since I don't see it working. Yeah. Not to mention, James Harden played point guard last year, and he was amazing.
Yeah, very true.
He played point guard better last season. For that one season, for a year, much better than Chris Paul ever played point guard in any season of his career. And then you got Chris Paul to replace him.
But Chris Paul is a distributor, more so of a distributor.
You know, James Harden averaged more assists last year than Chris Paul has ever averaged in any
But Chris
season.
Paul is the floor general. I mean, it's just
James Harden led them to the second seed in the like what?
I mean, it's just a stigma. Like Chris Paul, you see him, you're like, oh,
All right.
I'm gonna get a pass. James Harden, you're like, he might not.
Let
pass
me
the
ask
ball
you
to
this:
me.
it's like saying, "Oh, he's the best pure pocket passing quarterback,"
Michael
but
Vick.
this quarterback over here, who's the dual threat, leads the league in passing yards. Like, what are we talking about? Like,
Very
I
good
mean,
analogy.
you know what I mean? Like, oh, he's just better. But it's interesting to say.
Charles said that you need to stop. You need to stop. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hey, man.
He's spoken like a Cowboys fan.
Hey, he does sound like me a lot. He sounds like me a lot. I appreciate you for watching this.
Like, agrees with you a lot. Like,
Yes,
he's
sir.
obviously a Cowboys home.
What we're gonna do is, man, I want to go ahead and break this up. I want to break up these episodes, man.
Okay.
I don't want to have them too long.
Okay.
Because people see 16 minutes and they get intimidated.
Right. Okay.
So I'm gonna break up this episode. So I'm Alfonso,
I'm Ryan.
and this is Can't Argue with That. We're reporting live from Chucktown Bar and Grill. It'll be opening up next, and well, in a few weeks to month. So it's coming up soon. Trying to get some works and get some tables in here and get some permits, stuff like that. But it's gonna be the place to be. Okay. We guarantee you guys. But y'all have a good evening and join us for the next episode in a few seconds. Okay. Thank you very much. Can't argue with that.